Welcome to Monavista Hot Ones. I'm your host, Gabriel Vigil. And today we're joined by Mr. Mathis. He's the head of our science department here at Monte Vista. He's been teaching for 15 years, but more importantly, he's a husband and a father of two wonderful girls. Mr. Mathis, welcome.
Thank you, Vigil. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, those introductions are tough, man. I'm telling you. Any thoughts before we go ahead? You saw the previous videos, but any thoughts as you're getting ready to do this?
No, I saw the previous videos, and I saw the bamboozled ones, and I saw the first couple hot ones, and I was like, okay, I'm not always like the super hot person, but I'm the type of person that's down to try anything. So it's like, okay, but it's kind of one of those things to where it's like, all right, where are we going to get to this level? But then you're like, okay, I've gone through the first couple. We're going to try the last couple. And I'm just like, really? You're leaving the last couple for me?
You always bring those jalapeno things for it. When we have that, the staff, what you bring, what is it, stuffed jalapenos or something? Don't you bring a little jalapeno poppers? No, you don't bring that. I thought you did, huh?
No, I'm always the biscuits and gravy guy.
Okay.
I'm definitely the stick on your biscuit and gravy guy.
All right, sir. In case you don't know how this is done, this is what we do. We start from that end and work our way over here. If needed, we got bread and milk if needed. From a nutrition department. Look at that, huh? Fancy stuff. With that said, sir, let's grab our first cracker and let's go for this.
All right.
What is that flavor over there? Let's look at the first one for us.
So this first one says Ghost Pepper Level 11. We got 3 fire emojis here. 3 of them.
There you go, sir.
So.
I'm already shaking. They're having me started.
So how many dabs are we going to?
We're gonna go just let's start it slow, man, because we don't know how this is gonna hit us.
No, not at all. Fresh bottle.
Here we go.
Oh, there's not even a dropper on this video.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
You got it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we could do a little more than that, but let's find out. Let's see. First one, let's take it somewhat easy. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Woo! You ready, sir?
All right.
Cheers up. Not that bad, huh?
No. Got a little tingle, but it's not that bad. I think the key is when you put it in your mouth, put it in right side up. Hot side up. That way that hot side's not down on your tongue.
That's brilliant.
At least you get the cracker side down on your tongue.
That's brilliant.
So you get the afterburn, the after effect, but it's not like directly there.
Ooh, okay, I'm feeling it though. Here we go. So I think I got that right. 15 years with teaching overall, head of the science department, a lot of experience. Usually I ask the question, what has changed with the students over those 15 years? But I'm gonna try it a different way around. What has changed with you over those 15 years as a teacher?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of growth over 15 years. I spent time in starting out my career teaching in the charter schools. So looking at that, and I got into teaching at the wrong time. This was like 09, 010, right near the recession, right when everybody was getting laid off. So that kind of played into, all the different types of things with those first couple years. And those first years are hard, so hard, of getting to know what is, what you're going to be teaching. And so often we're taught in like a credentialing system, like, okay, you need to know your subject matter. And like, I think I'm great on my subject matter, but the hardest thing going in as a first year, second year teacher, classroom management. It's those systems that you go into and you've got to know how to apply them and when to apply them and that kind of stuff. So looking at that has definitely changed over the 15 years, from transferring from charter schools for a couple years, getting released due to the recession, going into...
Did you actually get laid off?
Yeah, I got laid off, and it was hard. I worked, for a charter school out here in the area, and then like December, mid-year, they said we can't keep you on through January, so I went back to subbing. Next year, got a job with a charter school out in LA, moved out to LA with the wife. We had our first child out there, my daughter Christina, who's currently going to be 14, or currently 14, so an 8th grader. And we moved out to LA and did our own thing, and I worked out there, and same thing during the summer. Nope, sorry, school's dropping in size, so we got to let you go. Came back and found a position at a private school, worked there for like 5 years running their middle school science department, loved it, and there was a little bit more stability there because it was private, so they were dealing with a certain group of individuals, so they weren't losing a lot of their funding. So but that has changed a lot moving into the public sector over the last 9 years. So definitely, I think the changes for me over the last 9 years have been definitely refining my classroom management strategy, refining how I relate to kids, refining how I create that class culture and that, those relationships with the students, and just really understanding like, yes, your content is a great thing, and knowing your content is a great thing, but we're in middle school. We should all kind of know this content. The bigger thing is, how are you going to react with the students and learning how to build that time with the students?
My daughter was thinking about becoming an art teacher because she loves art. And I said, that sounds great, but you understand, it's not art teacher. You're actually a teacher first that teaches art. So that teacher thing you have to get down. And then once you have that down, then you can apply it to science, art, whatever else. But you're so right, and man, those first years are just killer.
They are, and I think art's hard because there's not a lot of structure in art. Art is one of those things that's very unstructured and it's very free. And students come into a class like that and they're like, "Oh, unstructured. All right, I can control this." And that's the biggest thing is letting students know, yes, you have a part in this class. No, you're not the one driving this class. As the instructor, I need to be the one driving the class. I need to be the conductor. I need the one showing where we're going, what we're doing, and how much time we're spending on things and what the expectations are. But, gaining the trust and showing kids, no, I'm going to support you through all this.
Well said, sir. Ready?
Yeah.
That was a good answer, by the way, huh?
Oh,
you
thank
changed
you.
a lot. Here you go. Let's grab a cracker.
Maybe I'm a little too long.
Not at all, man. I agree with everything you said, and it's just so hard as a new teacher. My heart aches for the new teachers out there because it's tough.
It is.
I think the only thing worse than being a new teacher is being a substitute.
Oh, yes. Yes. Coming into somebody else's stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so here we got a classic habanero. So level 12, we got 3 fire emojis here. I don't know if it goes up to 4 fire emojis.
I think it stays at 3, but it goes up levels here.
So all 3 fire emojis going today.
That's right. All good stuff.
Okay.
A little more gutsy. I saw that.
Yep. I knew on that first one, I was like, okay,
I saw that.
I can handle a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't soaking the cracker, but, I can handle a little bit more.
Hey, sir.
All right.
Bottoms up. Let's do this.
That one's not as spicy for me. Is that one as spicy for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm about to say a little bit more.
I don't know. That one was more sweet for me. This one was more like, you can feel the tingles, that capsaicin.
The what?
The capsaicin, like the tingles. So how hot something is how much capsaicin it has.
Science teacher.
It's that science teacher in me. But the more capsaicin is, the hotter it is, the more those tingles are. And this one had more tingles for me. The level 11 did. This one was a little bit sweeter. So
do you think maybe is that we're not putting enough on there?
But I'm not going to say that. But
all right. Well, we're going to find out here.
All right.
Here's our first game. You're father of 2 kids. I'm a father of 3.
All right.
Best thing about being a dad is the dad jokes. Oh, isn't that the best thing?
I'm not a dad joke.
You're not a dad joke.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to like this thing. Here you go. So I got 5 dad jokes here.
Okay.
I'm going to set it up, and you have to finish with a punchline.
Okay.
If you get 3 out of 5, then I got to do a double dab of the next one.
Okay.
Oh, but if you don't get 3 out of 5, then you got to do the double
I got to hit the double. Okay.
You ready, sir?
All right.
There we go. Did you hear that diarrhea is genetic?
I hear that diarrhea is genetic. No.
It runs in your genes. All right.
It runs in your genes.
Oh, come on, you got this. Here,
all right.
Check that one off. Here you go.
All right.
This morning, my wife asked for some chapstick, and instead I gave her a glue stick. She was so mad.
She was. She had to have been. But you probably didn't hear about it later.
There you go. She hasn't said a word to me yet.
All right.
There we go.
Not that one.
I know. Here we go. It's great being a dad. I love it. It's my favorite thing. There's these 2 cannibals, and they're eating a clown. One looks at the other one and says, "Hey, does this?"
Does this taste funny to you?
Yeah, you got that right.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That's 2.
Why do I like these?
You better bring the heat.
I got it. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna go to the first one. The first one was about diarrhea because
Yeah.
So this one's gonna be about constipation. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
What's the German word for constipation?
What is the German word for constipation? I don't know. What is it, VL?
Far from pooping. Okay.
Far from pooping.
There we go. Last one. This is a tiebreaker. This is it right here.
All right. So right now we're 2.
There we go. I'm getting nervous
All
already.
right.
I'm reading a book on gravity. Man, I just can't.
I want to say get a hold of it. I just can't
Man, I'm reading this book on gravity. I just can't.
stand it.
Oh, so close. Put it down. Oh,
Yes.
all right.
All right.
Woo, ready, sir?
Yeah, looks like I'm taking a double on this one.
I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna just do mine lightly here so I can see the agony on your part. Okay,
All
what
right,
do you got?
what do we got? So we've got another habanero. This is an apple whiskey habanero, level 13.
All right.
So apple whiskey habanero.
That sounds good, actually.
No, it does. I mean,
they all taste the same to me after a while. I don't know
yeah,
about you.
they're just, you know.
All right. So here we go. There's a little bit there. Okay. There we go for me.
And I gotta go double that.
Double that.
Oh man.
Or not
I don't know
quite
if it'll
double.
be.
As long as it doesn't fall off the crack. That's good. That's good. We don't fall off the crack.
That's a big one. Okay.
Ready, sir?
Bottoms up.
There we go.
That's got a good flavor. I like that one.
You do. These aren't that bad after all, are they?
I mean, they get you a little spice, but it's not something that's like
Killing you.
killing you. No, it's not. It's not like I got the hiccups yet. You ever been to In-N-Out and eat like their little peppers and you get the hiccups from time to time? My buddy, growing up, would always put the peppers on his burger and like eat the peppers before the little banana ones, but you get the hiccups from time to time and it's like, all right.
All right, so here we go. Next question here. Every time I mentioned this to you before, how consistent you are. Because every morning you're working out, I always see, I think you work out and then you come to school and you change clothes, and you just, for the years I've known, you've just been consistent all the way through. And I talked before and you said you run, I think you said you kayak, you hike. Tell me some of those activities that you just love doing. What's probably the most exciting or challenging one that you've done so far?
For sure. So, consistency for me is key because it helps me keep my schedule. For me, schedule is everything. Like if I can keep a schedule, I've got peace in my life. So, I do the gym 4 or 5 days a week. I wake up at 4:15. I'm at the gym 5 to 6. Come into school at 6:30. At least to get my day started. Nice. Before school. So, that was a hard routine to set up, but it is an easy routine to keep. Because I have a very understanding wife who, she works at the same school as the girls, so she's able to get the girls ready for school in the morning, and I'm able to I told myself very early on, okay, if I'm going to do the gym, I'm not going to do it when my family's awake. I'm not going to do it when I'm taking time away from them. Yes. I've got to do it when it's not taking time away from anybody but me. So I plan it, 5 to 6 in the morning. They're still sleeping. It's not taking anything away from them. All it's doing is giving me the opportunity to set up that routine. So every morning it's great. Go there, lift weights. I love mountain biking. I've been mountain biking my whole life, whole life. So I'll go out at least a couple times a week and go biking, whether it's road biking or adventure biking or mountain biking down, down trails. Jumps, all that kind of stuff. So
Jumps even,
yeah. So a lot of the trails that I do, I've got a pretty big bike. I've got a full suspension mountain bike, so it's considered an enduro bike, so it's got about 160 millimeters of travel front and rear, so that's about 6 inches of travel, in the suspension of the bike. So if I'm hitting jumps, as I'm coming down, even as a big guy at 230, I'm coming down nice and smooth. So for me, it's a matter of, okay, I love the adrenaline. I don't love the pedaling up hills. I haven't jumped on the e-bike train yet, because I've got friends that have those and they're just buzzing up the hills and I'm just jealous.
They're cheating.
Yeah, my 43-year-old knees are jealous. My 43-year-old knees are like, you got this, Mathis, like, let's get up there and then, coming down. It's always fun, it's the adrenaline. It's the wind, it's the speed, it's the not knowing what's around the corner, it's the rocks, rocks and boulders and jumps and drops and everything constantly changing. It's not like it's just a flat trail. It is everything constantly changing, keeping me on my toes. And, I've had times where I've taken some spills and broke some bones. And, I've had times where I've done different things like that. I love hiking, I'm not like a small hike person, like, oh, let's go out for like a little bit and do like a mile or two. No, like I think the last hike I did about, it was a solo hike down there in Temecula, but it was about 23 miles. I hiked.
It's almost a marathon, right?
Yeah, I hiked for about, I want to say about 9 hours, solo hike. I went up, started at the bottom in a camping area, hiked up to the peak of the hill, and then hiked back down. I think within the first 8 miles, I got to the peak. So it was very steep going up, but it was about 4,500 feet of incline in the first 8 miles, but I was able to start it earlier. And then the last time it kind of went around the back, and that was like the 13, 14 miles. It kind of went around the back of the mountain and then came down a little bit slower. But, the beginning wasn't hard for me because I had all the energy in the world.
You're pumped up already. You're like,
yeah, I was ready to go. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, sun was just coming out, and I'd planned for like a 10-hour day. So I was like, okay. But the end of that day, my feet are just hurting. I've still got all my water and that kind of stuff, so it's not like I went without, but my feet are hurting, muscles are starting to hurt. I'm like, okay, when is this going to end? Like mile 20, mile 21, mile 22, and then I can finally see the end. I'm like, okay. And just trying to push myself to get to that end. And a lot of things I do are like individual sports, mountain biking, kayaking, hiking, those type of things. So they allow me to work with other people and do it with other people and have that camaraderie, but it's also a lot of that self-push and that self-motivation of, no, I can make it. No, I can make it to the top of this hill. I can get up there because my reward is the coming down, or, it's a matter of, no, I'm going to do this full 20-mile hike. I'm going to plan it out. I'm going to plan out everything, and I'm just going to go out there and I'm just going to do it because I know that I can. And pushing myself to those limits of, knowing that I can get it done, and I've never been to the limit to where I felt like I needed to tap out. So I feel even at 43 years old, like I still haven't found like that end of my limits, and not that I want to, but it's like, it's that constant pressure of, okay, I can do a little more. I can do a little more, but pushing myself.
Man, much kudos to you because I know what you're talking about. And I think that's key. If you put yourself in those situations to make yourself. That's how you grow, right?
Yeah,
that's how you grow. And unfortunately, you're growing a lot more than I'm growing in a different way. But this summer, we're gonna see a new me. So.
All right.
All right, so let's do this. Here we go. I think we're on to the third one, right? Or fourth one.
Fourth one.
Here we go.
Yep.
Why don't you read it there?
I don't know if I want to read this one. It starts out with a very, very, very scary word, ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper, oh.
So we got a peach ghost pepper, though.
I love the peach.
Level 14, we got a peach ghost pepper. So.
I think these are going to be no problem at all, man.
All
and me have proven time and time again that we can handle this.
Yep.
We're pushing ourselves.
Yep. I ain't going tongue down on the hot sauce, but,
All right.
So yeah, they haven't been too bad,
right?
It's not like they've made me like stumble and like, okay,
get dizzy and
questioning what am I doing here?
Where am I at?
Yeah.
All right, Mathis.
All right,
there
cheers. Getting that peach notes, definitely. Does that get? Oh, that's spicy.
I'm getting my limit there.
That hits you
at
on
the end,
after.
right?
Yeah. That peach is very peach forward.
Don't breathe.
But that hits so much more than these.
I'm not talking because breathe in.
Yep.
It's there if we need it, but I think we're doing good.
Tongue's tingling like that hit really heavy.
We got this.
Neil, what'd you get me into?
We got it. No problem. Here we go. Since you do work out, I don't think you ever did CrossFit, have you?
Nope.
I remember my wife did CrossFit. I feel it on my tongue here.
Yep.
And
the nose is starting to run.
And I remember she'd always tell me about an exercise she did. They call them WODs, workout of the day. And they had all these weird, I know it's feeling it. They had all these different weird names for it, right? I got the Mathis, I can see it in my face, see it on yours. So here's the contest, ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you 5 words. You have to tell me, is this a name for a workout day for CrossFit?
Okay.
Or a trail here in Southern California?
All right.
I know we gotta go less on the next one too.
Yeah. Smaller portion.
We're there if we need it, man. We got it, okay? All right, here we go. So you guys say CrossFit or trail?
Okay.
The Murph. Is that a name of a CrossFit workout? Or is that a name of a trail?
I haven't heard that as a trail, so I'm going to go with CrossFit.
That is correct, 100%.
Right.
It is a trail. What did you say?
I said CrossFit.
100% CrossFit. It is CrossFit.
Okay.
The Heart Rock.
Heart Rock, that's a trail.
You knew that one just like that?
Yeah. I've been on that one.
So I didn't tell you that the loser has to take a double dab of this
What?
one. And now I'm getting nervous because you already got 2 out of 5.
Okay.
All right. The Badger.
That's a CrossFit move. For sure.
You're right.
Okay.
So I'm losing. I lost it. So let's finish it up there.
All
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm starting to feel better. No, it's starting to go away.
Really? The fact that I have to do double, I'm scared now. The Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake, that's a trail.
Oh my gosh, I get all of them right. And finally, the Lumberjack.
That's a CrossFit move.
You got 5 out of 5. Oh, congratulations. Oh, I could swear.
All right, now you're going double of what I go,
double.
right?
Yeah, I'm going double on this
So
one.
if I go light,
go regular. It's fine. Go regular. Go regular. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these ones get you here. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh. Now this is going back to habanero. Okay. But this is extreme.
Habanero. I might have to tap into that milk pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's when I think I'm doing good. Then it hits you. Well, that one just hits you, huh?
Yeah, that one just hit me, you know. So I'm definitely going a little bit less on this one. Yeah, one of my earliest memories with peppers and spices, me and my buddies in high school, we were at a friend's house, and his mom had a little strawberry container just of chilies. You know, and as young boys in high school, you do it. We don't know what they are. You do it. Dude, I took a bite of that one. We all 3 took a bite, and it's crunchy. Dude, we were feeling that, burping it up, throwing up for hours. I don't even know what type of pepper it was. It wasn't a jalapeno. It wasn't anything like that. Like, it was smaller, but it got me so good. And I was like, man.
I'm scared. I'm scared, Mathis. I'm scared, man. Okay.
All right, Viejo, you got this.
Oh my God, it's leaking. You ready?
All right, salute.
Salute. All right, I'm feeling it.
No?
Are you? No, you're good?
That tingle hasn't hit me yet, but I was still chewing it. I put it on the other side of the mouth. All the other ones I've been chewing on the left side. I chewed this one on the right side, so I'm not feeling that one too much.
You should have done double.
We're not doing another double one on the left side.
No. We're done. All right.
We got this, Viejo. We got this.
At our Christmas parties, you're the king of the ugly sweater.
Dude, I am the king of the ugly
sweater. I was
sweaters.
going to ask you a question, but I'm going to skip that ugly sweater question because you just rock it. I mean, you're just known for it. That's what
my thing is an ugly sweater cannot be bought. It has to be created from the heart.
That's true.
You cannot go to a store and buy an ugly sweater. Like, you can buy ugly sweaters, sure, but it ain't going to be Christmas ugly sweater ugly. That needs to be Dollar Tree special. That needs to be made from the heart.
And you do, man. You got the lights and everything. And incredible. So the question I was going to get to is, I'm having a hard time, Mathis, is where did that come from? Is it just Christmas? Is it all holidays? Was that something as a kid you have fond memories? Tell me about little Mathis. 18, 17, 50s. Where did all this start from?
So little Mathis, I mean, growing up, church was always a big part of growing up. So Christmas was always a big part of growing up, but it was never like a thing like that. I think for me, the ugly Christmas sweater, the love for the ugly Christmas sweater came from, like, I grew up and I loved cooking, I loved baking, sewing, that kind of stuff, just those different types of things. And what the Ugly Christmas Sweater gave me was an opportunity just to go to the store, express myself, just make it my own, put in, spend some time sewing, but it's become so much more than that because it's become a thing to where my daughters love to do it now, and my daughters who are both in middle school, each year that I make one, when they started to get the ability to be able to sew and cut and design and that kind of stuff. And it's a matter of just like sharing it with them and them wanting to create their own. So sitting down with them and spending that quality time around Christmas, and there's always that family time. And really investing in that was the key behind like making those such a big thing for me. And just the self-expression of it, just being able to, like everybody knows that Ugly Christmas Sweater is supposed to be ugly.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to be like obnoxious. And I'm just like, okay, how obnoxious can I be? I haven't gotten to sound yet. And I had a couple people that are like, when are you going to incorporate sound? I'm like, when I can buy it at the Dollar Tree. Because when I do them,
it's cheap.
I go Dollar Tree special. I'll spend like $5-6 at the Dollar Tree, and buy a couple of different things. And then have this idea in mind. Like when I teach, I always have the end in mind. Mm-hmm. And then I plan backwards, and I start with my assessment, and then I plan out my timing, and then I plan out my lessons and how things are going to be. And it's the same thing with the sweater. Like I have kind of like my end in mind. Like I've done like different types of themes, and every year it has like a theme to it. So it's not just like a mismatched modge podge. Like there's a theme to each one of them. And that's the fun part, is going in with the theme and seeing what the Dollar Tree has to offer me.
Oh, I like that you put your kids into it too. Your kids are now involved in it. Oh.
See, that one didn't hit me as hard.
Man, I can be honest with you, I was trying to listen. I was having a hard time listening to
yeah, I can see your eyes doing that. I'm like, Veal, are you getting emotional on me, or is that the hot sauce?
That's beautiful, man. Last one, sir. Last one. I'm so thankful. I've never been so thankful for this.
All right. Better not be another ghost pepper.
What is that one?
This one, habanero, garlic habanero, level 16.
Here we go.
So, I like garlic, so, hopefully.
It's my lips and my tongue.
See, my lips, it hasn't hit yet. The tongue is tingly.
Yeah.
The top of the mouth and the throat are a little tingly, but the lips, it hasn't hit yet. I don't think any's gotten on the lips, because when I take it back, like, I try and dip it back in there.
This was karma, because when my daughter was little, I remember we were at the restaurant.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I paid her $1 to eat a jalapeno pepper. This is a slice. Yep. She didn't know, and she ate it. Poor girl started crying. Oh, yep. My wife, it wasn't too happy.
And that's a great dad moment. The great dad moment is when you can, mess around with your kids enough, that it's not going to permanently harm them, but you can see them struggle through things. And part of the thing with being a dad and being a teacher is seeing the struggle sometimes, because with the struggle comes growth.
There we go.
Whether it is growth mentally, I should never trust that person again, or whether it is growth in what you're doing.
Maybe that's why I shouldn't trust me to cook her lunch these days. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like, oh man.
Mathis, it's been good so far, sir.
It has.
Let's finish strong, huh?
All
Let's do
right.
it. Clink.
Yeah. I like the smell of that one. That one's got I like the flavor at first it's given off.
I'm giving it Disney flavor. I can't taste any flavor. I just taste the heat.
The garlic is coming through for me. Like I can get that garlic at first.
I think I'm gonna survive this.
Mm-hmm. We both are.
All right,
dude.
You
said that one at the end. I don't care what you said. That one, that one that we just did is like here. That little thing. Really was the turning point to this. And the other two were kind of downhill.
Oh.
Like they weren't as bad for me. I like the garlic flavor. Like I'm not even feeling the spice on that last one.
Well, that's because you're
Maybe it's just my mouth is already burnt and like tingly, but.
All right, here we go. I'm trying to make sure I know it's not.
You got this.
All right. We call this the Monte Vista minute. Mm-hmm. You don't see it, but there's going to be a clock right there.
All right.
10 questions. Let's see if you can answer all 10 in under a minute.
All 10 under a minute.
Monte Vista minute. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Favorite movie?
Goonies.
Oh, I love it. Favorite book?
Never Ending Story.
Maybe. Favorite song?
Face to Face, Don't Turn Away.
If you could travel to any place, where would it be?
I would love to go to the Amazon.
Wow. The most important thing at a party, what must you have? Of food, music, or conversation?
Food.
Favorite animal?
I was a lizard fan growing up. I like lizards. Like, I think they're cool, but I love my dog.
Okay,
I love dogs.
Only eat one type of food. What would it be?
Dude, tacos!
Oh, Mexican, all right.
Food.
Beach or forest?
Beach. Even though I said the Amazon, the beach is the key for me.
All right.
I love the beach.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
And best advice you have gotten or you would like to give?
Best advice is find who you are in the classroom. You know, everybody has their own personal things. Everybody has their own personal way. Have fun with it. Be genuine with it. You know, even in life, just, you know, find your passions, you know, and let those be those times of refreshment for you.
Beautiful.
You know.
Beautiful, Mathis. Beautiful.
All right.
Sir, I think we're done. Anything you want to say to the YouTube world or to our students or staff or anything else?
Thank you very much for letting me have this opportunity, Veal. It's been great to sit down with you. I mean, we've worked together for 9+ years now, and it's been good to just sit down and, you know, talk about things and just kind of get together. So
I agree. With that said, have a good day, everybody.
All right.
Bye.